So, this actually happened to me the other day, and I was personally affected. So, I went ahead and picked up this phone right here from BestBuy.com. It's the iPhone 11 64 gigabyte version. It's actually right here in my hands, right here. And you can see right now it works perfectly fine. But this is a problem across the board when it comes to selling anything refurbished. And that is, it didn't work. So, here's my problem. If you own any iPhone, you sell any iPhone, from iPhone 12, 11, 10, 8, 7, whatever, you have to make sure it's updated to 16.3. The reason why that's the case is because anything before that, you can simply not start up the phone and set it up and use it. And I mean, no, you cannot use it. Okay, this is what I'm talking about. Anything from, if you say, for example, when you buy these refurbished iPhones or these used iPhones, and this iPhone right here, it came on 16.0. So iOS 16 blank. Well, there's actually a glitch that Apple had to fix, where if you are on 16 and you try to start up a phone or set up a phone, it actually will crash every time you try to select your location on the startup screen. So when you start it up and you click on English and then United States, it will actually crash the phone and you have to restart and do it over and over again, and it will never get past that one screen. Now, you might say, okay, well, no big deal. Let me just take the phone, go ahead and plug it into the computer, and go into iTunes and click Update. Nope, it will not work if you do that. It will not work if you restore it. It will not work if you do any of that stuff. It will keep telling you the phone gets disconnected when you try to update it. The only way you can fix it, the only way possible, is up, down, hold this button in until you see connect to iTunes, and then it lets you update the phone. If not, you are not able to actually go ahead and use the product you just bought. Now, you might say, well, that's not a big deal. You know, if it's someone having, how many people are actually having that issues? You know what? I really didn't think too many people were. I looked online, and there's articles upon articles of people complaining about the same problem or issue. Now, overall wise, is this a huge wood spread problem? No, right? At the end of the day, these are just for older iPhones being sold. But this goes for the grand scheme of things, and that is, there gotta be better product control. If this is a problem, and BestBuy.com is selling an iPhone, yes, I know stuff because I'm a tech guy. I know how to fix things like that. But for the average Joe and, Mo Smut who's buying this phone for their kid or maybe their grandchild or whoever, you can't be selling a product like this. And I know this is goes even farther than that with the whole dkoldies and them selling refurbished stuff that isn't refurbished to people who really just don't know any better, and they end up buying it and then they get a load of crap they can't use. And this same concept is happening with BestBuy.com with iPhones. You need to have some type of product control. If, you're selling refurbished devices that simply says, hey, listen, unless you have some type of technology background, and by the way, I say this in the aspect of, if you Google these responses on how to fix this, not many people know how to fix it. There was a whole 3-page article or 3 pages of Apple support of people saying, hey, did anyone figure out how to fix? 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 And nobody knew. I just know because I know about putting phones in DFU modes when I used to jailbreak them back in the day with Red Snow. And either doing tethered or untethered jailbreak. That's how I know about it. But if you're Joe Smo or you're a little kid, you don't know how to fix that. And I know Best Buy has their 14-day return policy, and I think they also have a restocking fee of 15% if you return the phone. But it's like, there needs to be some type of control with this. And this is not just BestBuy.com. I'm sure Walmart does the same thing. I'm sure Target does the same thing. I'm sure, again, like I said, I know with the retro space, dkoldies did the same thing. There's got to be some kind of thing held responsible for selling refurbished, used products that simply do not work. And like I said, yes, does it work after I did that? Absolutely. It works completely after I did that. And that's amazing. I love the fact it works, right? I got a product and I paid money for it. But at the same time, you shouldn't be selling a product where, unless you know a thing or two about tech, unless you know a thing or two about iPhones, what if I don't have a laptop or I don't have a computer? What if there's people out there who have no laptop, no computers, no iPads, no nothing. All they have is a cell phone. What if they buy this phone and they can't connect it to iTunes, so they don't know how to put it in DFU mode? You're selling a product that simply does not work unless you troubleshoot it. And again, like I said, I'm not trying to beat the dead horse here, because I'm not going to get in the whole dkoldies and their scam stuff. But at the end of the day, with dkoldies, like, they're doing the same thing. They're selling a product that simply does not work to the consumer. And they're like, well, you know what? Fix it. You guys might have to work it around, twinkle a little bit to get to work. You can't sell me a product that works out of the box and it doesn't work out of the box unless I do stuff and I learn how to fix it. It's not how that works. You know, it's not right / fair to the consumer to expect that. So it's one of these things where I know there's a lot of people who simply do not buy Amazon refurbished, Amazon used, eBay used, eBay refurbished, cell phones, anything. And I recently bought an iMac from Amazon refurbished. And I'll be honest with you, I was kind of scared myself of buying that. Because I didn't think that was going to be, I didn't think that was going to work at all. But it did. And it was actually pretty good. And actually did pretty amazing. If you guys want to see that video, it's on the channel. But, you can't do this. You can't sell products that simply are, okay, well, they work if you troubleshoot it, if you clean it, if you do this. And no, I didn't buy a product to have a chore to do. I bought a product to use. Maybe I'm just crazy. Guys, tell me down below your thoughts and opinions. Again, like I said, at the end of the day, my phone works perfectly fine. I'm happy, but some of that shouldn't be a thing. And by the way, this is the reason why I bought this. Because I wanted to see in the video, I was going to make a video about how amazing buying, used refurbished stuff is from Best Buy. Because my iMac worked perfectly fine from Amazon. And I thought that would work perfectly fine BestBuy.com too. I thought, you know what, it's easy, it's simple, it's $419, a little bit expensive. But you know what, if it comes, and to be honest, I don't know if you guys can see, it is perfect. There's no scratches on the screen, there's no dents, there's no marks. This thing looks perfect. And once you figure it out and you figure out how to fix it, it has an 87% battery, which is not really that bad for an iPhone 11, and it looks perfect. There's no dust or debris in the speaker grills. I was beyond flabbergasted with how amazing this was. But it didn't work. That needs to stop. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.